Picture this. You step off a rooftop ledge in Dubai, 800 meters below you, the city. The wind hits like a wall, and the platform you're standing on just made a sound you've never heard before, a metallic click somewhere in the mechanism above your head. That sound means the motor has locked. You're not going up. You're not going down. You're just hanging there between sky and street with two steel cables and your own heartbeat for company. This is not hypothetical. In 2014, two window washers on One World Trade Center in New York spent 90 minutes stuck at the 69th floor after exactly that failure. The rescue team had to cut through the glass from the inside with a diamond saw to get them out. The person who keeps your view clean at any price. Most people picture a guy with a mop on a scaffold. Simple, unglamorous, slightly terrifying, but basically fine. Here's the reality. This is one of the most technically demanding outdoor jobs on the planet. Welcome to Insider Shift. Today's shift, the skyscraper window washer. Hit like and subscribe. The official term is Building Maintenance Unit Operator, BMU for short. Every high-rise above 100 meters has one, a crane permanently installed on the roof, built for one purpose. Some cost $500,000, some cost $3 million, and every operator clips into four. Yes, 4 independent safety systems before taking a single step off the edge. 4 systems, a suspended platform on 2 steel cables, each rated for a 10 times safety margin, a personal fall arrest line completely independent from the platform, and a secondary backup line, mandatory under IRATA, the international rope access standard that governs this industry worldwide. Your seatbelt, your airbag, your emergency brake, all at once. The cable itself holds 9,000 kilograms. The operator weighs maybe 150 with all the gear, 60-fold margin. The cable is not the scary part. Here's the scary part. The building is moving. A 400-meter tower in a strong wind deflects 60 to 90 centimeters at the top. Slowly, silently, constantly. You're trying to clean a spot on the glass while the building tries to shake you off like an annoying insect. At 300 meters, wind speed is 2 to 3 times higher than at street level. At 15 meters per second, the lateral force on your body equals 80 kilograms of horizontal pressure. And between towers, the Venturi effect compresses airflow and accelerates it. Same reason water speeds up through a narrow hose. Behind the building, Kármán vortices form, alternating swirls that rock your platform left and right. The same physics that collapsed the Tacoma Narrows Bridge in 1940. On your platform. But wait, here's what genuinely surprises people. The most dangerous thing on this job isn't the height or the wind. It's the water. Ordinary tap water contains calcium, magnesium, and chlorine. Direct sunlight heats the glass to 70 degrees Celsius. A single drop of tap water on that surface triggers a chemical reaction in minutes. Minerals fuse directly into the glass, leaving permanent white scarring. Not a stain, a scar. You can't polish it out. You replace the panel. Each glass panel on a premium skyscraper costs $2,000 to $50,000. The operator carries personal financial liability for damage, so before every shift, the water filtration system gets checked as carefully as the harness. They use deionized water, stripped of all mineral content. Dead water, they call it, the only water that earns its keep at altitude. And some buildings make this job almost impossible by design. The Shard in London, 310 meters, panels angled at 15 degrees. Standard platforms can't reach half the facade. Rope access and alpine techniques only, $650,000 a year just to keep it clean. The CCTV headquarters in Beijing has a twisted Z shape that leaves parts of the facade geometrically inaccessible from both the roof and the ground simultaneously. Architects in London and Dubai are now legally required to submit a facade maintenance plan before a building gets approved because of exactly this problem. Here's where it gets really interesting. What happens to the human body doing this work? At 300 meters, city sounds disappear completely. No traffic, no voices, just wind and your own breathing. The brain reads that silence as a threat signal and amplifies anxiety. The vestibular system loses its normal reference points. No pavement, no trees, no scale. And the reflex response to panic at altitude is to grab something hard. That is exactly the wrong move. An involuntary grip can release a safety carabiner. Operators trained specifically to override that instinct. After 3 to 6 months, something shifts. The adrenal response fades. The body stops treating the height as a threat. Researchers at the University of Birmingham found in 2019 that experienced high-rise workers show lower cortisol levels mid-shift than office workers during a deadline. The professionals aren't fearless. They stopped believing the height. What they fear is the one thing that actually kills people in this job: complacency. Working here is like building a card tower on the roof of a moving train, not the height that gets you. The moment you stop paying attention. The Burj Khalifa has 24,348 windows. A full cleaning cycle takes 3 months, 36 workers year-round. When the last pane is done, the first one needs doing again. The clock never stops. Back on that platform in New York, after 90 minutes suspended between floors, after the diamond saw cut through the glass, 2 men stepped onto solid ground. Their hands were shaking, not from fear, from the adrenaline finally finding somewhere to go. Some jobs exist in the background of everything. Nobody looks at a clean window and thinks about who cleaned it. At 400 meters, in 60-kilometer wind, on a platform the size of a kitchen table. Next time you look out through spotless glass at a skyline, someone made that possible, one pane at a time. Hit like, leave a comment. What hidden profession should we cover next? Subscribe because there are a lot more shifts ahead. See you in the next one. Insider Shift, real jobs, real shifts. Leave a comment, hit subscribe, and see you next shift.